Marriage, a partnership that can affect every aspect of your life. And that brings us to this week's case. It involves a couple in Minnesota, involved in a small company. Fella actually operated the company. He was the CEO of the company. His wife was working as a receptionist. Well, the company was purchased by a larger company. The man continued to work as the CEO. His wife continued to work as the receptionist. Unfortunately, things didn't go terribly well for the company under the new ownership, and they were struggling financially. The new company that owned them said, "We're going to get rid of the CEO. We don't think you're doing a good job," and proceeded to fire him. They also fired his wife, who was the receptionist. She said, "Why am I getting fired? I didn't do anything wrong. There's not a problem here." They said, "Well, it's going to be very awkward for you to continue as a receptionist when your husband, who used to run this operation, has been fired." She said, wait a second, you're discriminating against me because of my marital status, because I was and am married to him. You're saying to me that I've got to get out of here. Well, that doesn't seem fair. And she went to an attorney. Now, Minnesota has a very interesting law, and it is a law that is designed to protect marital status and protect a marriage from being attacked by anything that would in any way harm the marriage. And it basically is a law that prevents discrimination because of marital status. And therefore, in Minnesota, she was able to bring a claim against the people who fired her, saying that I have been discriminated against because of marital status, and in fact, that was a good claim. That was a good claim. And it went up on appeal. It was upheld by all of the courts which looked at it because they said the law is very clear. The law was designed to protect marriage. And if you're doing anything that is in any way going to undermine marriage, such as firing somebody because you don't like their spouse or you felt their spouse wasn't doing a good job, well, that's really attacking the marriage, because it's saying you're going to get fired because you happen to be married to this guy, not because of the job you're doing. What is the point of this? The point of this is that throughout the country we have 50 United States. Those are 50 separate states. Each state has the ability to have legislation which is unique to itself. In this instance, we see a case in which there is protection granted to Minnesota residents that is a little unlike protection granted to other people in other states. But the big lesson here is that ever you confront this kind of a situation where you feel you're being discriminated against because you're married to somebody, take a look at the local law, consult a local attorney, and find out what protections, if any, you have in that state. I'm David Allen. We bring you these cases every week so you understand how the law works.